We're good
Mic
to
test
go.
1 2.
What episode are we on?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Okay, we're on episode.
69.
No, I put my hand here. Keon's gonna magically put the number on top of my hand. We're on episode.
Why you gotta make it more difficult?
Okay, so we're gonna do a guys edition in relation to relationships and friendships. So we brought a compilation of people. So I've tried to find people that don't have any friends, certain people that can't get girls, people that can't. I'm all joking.
Şöyle point geldi.
Nah, we're
Point it
messing.
there,
So, and these guys are here. They're good friends of mine. Mamad knows them as well. So I thought it would be a nice. Every time I make that noise, by the way, it's because Keon's telling me to stick this in my mouth. So I brought guys that we're kind of like warm and close to each other, so we can have a fun chat. See how it goes. Next week, the ladies are gonna do their edition with similar questions to ours. And then the third week, we're all gonna come together and then have our little battles on bullshits that we're gonna call out. So make sure you talk facts. So if you say something that the ladies don't agree with, they're probably gonna catch you out on it. So we're gonna go that way. So does everyone want to just introduce themselves? I mean, you know this big clump sat next to me.
Yeah, they know me. Let's start with.
My name is Atabak. I've been friends with these guys for the past couple of years.
Beautiful.
And that's it.
I've known him for like 12 years.
Yeah, I know him for
Maybe
12
13 probably.
Okay, and the guy that I have given many names to.
Amir Arsalan. It's Amir. I don't know what should I say.
No, that's good. Just
Just,
introduce yourself.
intro,
That's
yeah.
cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Mo.
Beautiful. And then if you can.
Puya.
Nice. Okay. So we're gonna start
Did you
off
see
with
Puya's,
the
did you see Puya's weird look?
Yeah.
He's like a
Well,
side.
Puya said that he's always got problems with cameras. So tonight we're gonna see
Yeah,
if
I
that's
do too.
actually true.
I do too, so
And
don't
just
worry.
ignore that it's
Yeah,
there.
just ignore
So,
the camera.
the main question that everybody asks: does size matter?
It does.
Any comments on that?
It does?
Why does it, Puya? Keep it close,
It
please.
doesn't matter to you.
It's the size of your bicep, by the way. We're talking about the size of your
Keep
bicep.
it close.
Not
Keep it close.
Girls.
No, but
Yeah,
I
why are
want
we having this
I want to see it
conversation?
from a guy's perspective. Do you think it actually matters?
the biceps, or what are we talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Shoe size.
I actually don't know. But
Yeah, I just want your opinion. Like, do you think it matters?
maybe yes and no.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mo.
Size matters, but what matters more is if you use it right. So everything matters.
I feel like this is like a girl's question.
Yeah, this is a
no?
girl's question.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, this is yeah. I thought like
Well, anyway, well, let's see the comments.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Should be thick too.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
I think that
bicep?
thickness matters more.
More? Okay.
Than the.
We're talking about
Because
biceps, by the way, guys.
If it's I don't know.
So this was basically just an icebreaker to get us going.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I never had a problem with this. I don't know.
Okay, so a genuine question: if you're gonna date someone, does the lady's body count matter?
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate on that? Why does it matter to you? Keep the mic close as well, please.
Just
If you
thinking.
need time to think,
yeah,
I can
you
move
can-
on to someone
yeah, we
else and
can-
then we come back to you.
Yeah, we can maybe.
Yeah, Mo, does body count matter?
Okay, here's the thing. It's okay for people to go through life and change. So it could matter depending if it's an excessive amount. Then people who have excessive amounts,
What's
there's
considered
really,
excessive amounts?
I don't know. You know. Yeah,
Under
it
under
Depends
20.
on
Yeah.
the age.
it depends on the age.
Depends on the age. Okay.
Depends on the age, but I am a true. Can I swear on this podcast?
You can.
Yeah. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. So as long as that, you know, like if that's the count, then yeah, it matters. But other
But
than
I
that,
think once a hoe, always a hoe. So
yeah, you know what? I know people who've changed. So but yeah, you know.
I mean, agree that people can change, but I like personal opinion. I do think that it stains you. You'd have to be. I don't know. The person that would be accepting that person would have to be one of the open-mindedest persons on the planet, in my opinion. If the lady's been hoeing it out, as you want to call it, then it does kind of leave a label on you.
To me, the past doesn't matter, so I really don't care about their past. But as Mo said, if it's like too many, there's a question that has to be answered. Like, why is there too many body counts? If there's a logical answer to that, I don't mind. But
Oh, fair enough.
What would be a logical answer?
I don't know. She has to come up
She's too horny.
Yep. Yeah. But I really try to not think about her past.
Okay, now imagine if you're
I
not
wouldn't
trying
ask.
to. Imagine if you're trying to not think about her past and you've just
Would you
gone
ask,
into
though?
a
Are you
restaurant.
gonna ask?
No. But imagine if you go into a restaurant and then a couple of guys notice. It's like, oh, it's so and so,
Yeah.
and then you get this a lot everywhere you go. That a lot of people know who this lady is.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's
I
yeah.
don't like that.
Even though.
I don't like that. No, I'm
Oh,
not
you
cool.
don't.
Even though this
thought you said
person-
I don't mind that.
No, I don't like that. I
But
don't like
what if this person is completely changed? Like the person that you're seeing is somebody
Mm-hmm.
completely different, but continuously everywhere you go, she has that reputation of being recognized.
Okay. Here's the fact of the matter is a woman, like if I'm going to get in a relationship with somebody, that person is going to represent me. So if that person is known to that extent, then I would not be okay with that. And as a matter of fact, for me, like realistically speaking, the past is not my business, but it becomes my business if that past has some sort of present in it. So if like, half of my friends are like, oh, that girl has been with that, blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, everyone's been with everybody nowadays, but just in general, like if that person's been around, like stay away from me. It's
Good
not
answer.
Not my thing.
Yeah. I'm curious for the younger crowd.
Yeah,
What
I
do
want to
you?
see what
what do
Amir's
you-
about to say.
About what?
Do you care about
Body count doesn't
count?
matter.
Yeah. If I want to be with her, yeah.
Okay. But if you don't, I mean, obviously, you just like whatever.
Whatever, I don't care.
Okay, so he's the type of character that would add on to the ladies' body count.
I think so too.
How are your
I'd
views?
say. No, I care. Yeah, it's got to be someone.
I mean,
it depends, right?
I think in a dominant male anyway, if you want to be like the masculine type, automatically you become territorial. So
Yeah.
once you find out something that kind of, I know people take this the wrong way when I say belongs to you, but when you're in a relationship, the way nature works is that person is yours, right? And if you know that it's been shared,
yeah.
it's kind of like it's as if your territory has been touched.
I agree,
That's
yeah.
like the way I feel. Puya? Yeah.
This is a joke there we got to figure out.
Yeah, I want to hear that after.
Back to that later.
Yeah.
I feel like especially
I don't mean that you have to piss on them so everyone knows yours, if that's what you're thinking.
I feel like especially in like closed communities, like in Toronto, like if you're dating somebody and then you know that this girl has been with many of your friends, for example, that can be difficult. That can be a big pill to swallow.
Pointing out friends. Have you been in a relationship or in a friendship that has affected the other side? So, for example, let's say you were dating some girl and it affected your friendship with your boys, or the other way around. Your relationship was affected because of your boys.
I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've all been through that.
Which direction was it?
Both directions. I mean, that type of stuff stops after a certain like age or experience. But yeah, like I've experienced both sides.
Interesting. What about you guys?
What was the question?
Have you had a relationship so that it affected your relationship with your boys, or vice versa? Like your relationship with your boys affected your relationship?
Let me think.
No.
I mean,
You have it. Yeah.
a simple answer I can give to that is though that when you're a group of friends that are very tight, and I've been a culprit of this back in the UK, where if you're with your boys 24/7, and then a girl comes in and you stop chilling with your boys as much as you used to, automatically jealousy is created. So even though you might be still seeing your boys, say, instead of 7 days a week, 4 days a week, you still get judged that, oh, he's cutting back now that he's got a girl or whatever. That tends to happen all the time because,
Not all the time.
well,
I wouldn't say all
most
the
of the
time.
time though, because you say if you're chilling with me 7 days a week and now you got a girl, you're gonna have to give her a couple of days a week at least.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but I feel like we went through that, but nothing happened. It didn't really affect us. So it's a personality thing, I would
Well,
say.
saying that though.
Depending on the
Yeah, well,
it really
well,
depends on
age,
your boys.
age plays a lot of
no,
part
it depends
in
on your
as
boys.
well.
I don't think.
You know what? No, it does. Like age is a factor because after a certain age, like, or I should say after a certain experience, the boys get it. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
So like,
exactly.
and the way that you do it is perfect. Like, say, okay, from this time to this time is for the boys.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
boys are there, and then from this time to this time is ladies only. You know,
Yeah.
or my
Yeah.
lady only, right?
Mhm,
In
mhm.
your case, so
Yeah,
Ladies
yeah, yeah.
right, in Amir's case, ladies only. In your
Yeah,
case, my
it's
lady only.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Definitely age though, because if I look back to one of my first relationships, I literally wanted to be with that girl 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on or which brain was working or whatever,
Yeah.
but
But what
it-
age is this?
Yeah, I think
I think it's first love. So
Okay.
I'd say under 20, you can lose your way.
First, sorry, what were you gonna say?
yeah, as you grow older, I think you can like manage the time
Yeah.
to have time with the
You
boys
have to,
and with
you
your
have
girl.
to.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're hanging out with the boys too much, your girl isn't gonna be happy, and then it's the same thing vice versa. If you're hanging out with your girl all the time, you're not gonna be happy because
Yeah.
you need that guy as a man. I think you need that
just
guy
with
time.
everything else, you have to find the
Yeah, balance.
perfect balance.
So what's the
between-
perfect balance?
The perfect balance is dependent on your lifestyle, dependent on your partner's lifestyle. Et
What's
cetera,
your
et cetera.
perfect balance?
But bottom line is the boys, if they're your true boys,
Yeah.
they're gonna understand.
They'd stay around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what's your
Like-
perfect balance?
My perfect balance is just talking from experience. Like if my work time is from a certain time to a certain time, and let's just say her work time is from a certain time to a certain time, as long as we have that, you know, like put it this way, I want her to have her time and with her friends, her family, et cetera, et cetera. I wouldn't want to take away from that, but if she wants to give me the equal time in return, then obviously I'm in the right relationship. But if she's like always wanting to be with her friends or always trying to be away from it, then that's just not a relationship. So the perfect balance is the center of what you guys find perfect for each other. So you see what times you guys are both working, and you can coordinate. You're gonna have girls' time, so I'm gonna have boys' time. But then tomorrow it's me and your time. So the perfect balance is an ongoing thing. It doesn't have to be like a systematic way where like Monday to Friday this and this. It's like as
Yeah,
long
you
as
coordinate.
everybody, coordination is where you.
I think
yeah.
something that also helps with that balance is after your first couple of like relationships and heartbreak, you tend to then notice that your boys have always been there.
Yeah.
Even when it's finished and you go back, they're still
still
there.
there. They're
You know
still
what I mean? So it's like then you start to learn that
Real
okay,
ones
like
only.
relationships haven't been going well, but yeah, I'm still with the same guys, still chilling with the. So once you go into that,
You feel this?
From boys' perspective, I think like you would understand if your friends is really like is gonna get somewhere with that girl. So you would understand if he spends more time with that girl. But in some circumstances, you could see that it's just a thing that's gonna end soon. So that would probably create that jealousy. But if I know my boy is gonna have fun with that girl for a long time, then I wouldn't mind. Like if
you're gonna let him do his thing, basically.
yeah. So it really depends on the relationship that my boy is having.
What about you?
he likes gold, give him gold.
This is how you know this is like a full on. This is how you know this is like a full on boys situation.
Question again?
He's zoned out. He's just completely zoned out.
Hey, just zucchini.
Can you repeat the question to him?
So the relationships affecting your friendship with your boys.
Oh yeah, it does.
And how it does?
Yeah.
Like how? Tell me how.
Again, Barry, how old are you, Amir?
21.
21. Okay, so he's still in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we
he's
we
still
wanted.
in the-
We purposely did it in a way so that we have different age groups, so we
Yeah.
have different opinions, things like that. So like why? Why does
Young
it
to
affect?
really
Why
old.
does it affect your relationship with the boys?
really old.
You spend less time with them.
But why? Why are you spending less
Meanwhile,
time
you're
with them?
spending time with the girl. No?
Not necessarily. I don't
Or
think so.
girls.
I don't think I spend less time with my boys. I think I just coordinate in a way where.
That's you though.
Yeah. I'm just so
People
what?
are different.
The people are different.
No,
yeah.
but
No,
No,
I'm
and I agree. And you think for you it's not like
yeah,
that?
no.
No, you
I mean,
you can't.
it
You
does.
would
Like
you let her?
last
Would
time-
you let her affect your gym time?
Oh yeah.
You'd let her affect
yeah, no.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honesty though.
Let me. Keon knows this. I had a very important blood test yesterday,
Yeah.
and I chose to do a chest day instead of go do my blood test. So,
Wow.
you know. So you were gonna say something, Puya.
I was gonna say it's very subjective to that person.
I was also gonna bring an example on that. Continue.
Yeah. So, like there's only 24 hours in a day, right? So, if I make a decision that I want to split a day, spend 3 days a week after work, to spend time with her, like, it's subjective to me. Like, this is like the decision that I make, and it can change from person to person, right? But no matter what, like, I feel like in our group of friends, we always respect our decisions. Like, if my friend wants to hang out the entire week with a girl, that's totally fine. As long as I know he's happy, it wouldn't bother me.
And also another thing that Atabak was mentioning with the seriousness of the relationship. So, for example, if Mo is deciding to settle down in his life and he's met someone that he wants to build a family with, I could understand him not chilling with everyone as much just to build that life. But once everything's on a railroad, then that's, I think, when you can start bringing the work-life balance and keeping your boys in the loop and everything. So it is subjective. Very, very good point. Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you have a follow-up question? I had a.
No, go on to the next one. Go on
Okay, so the four of you are single, right? I think, yeah? The four of you are single. I'm curious to know what is like the current situation with the dating life. What is it? How do you guys meet girls, and do you guys face challenges? What kind of challenges do you face? Like where do you even meet girls nowadays?
No challenge for us.
Okay, well, fair answer, no problem.
Are you sure?
Depends who's gonna see this video.
No, but like,
I
want like a real.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I see this guy every day.
Yeah.
And the only person I see next to you is
Yeah,
Atabak.
that's there's definitely a challenge there.
Can you elaborate on that,
Yes,
please?
Yes. I was like, oh shit, why did I accept this?
Busted.
This is not a
Yeah.
good start, man.
Yeah,
First
this
you
is,
talk about
this is-
thick
yeah,
matters,
yeah,
this
yeah.
matters.
Yeah. Tell me.
Here's the thing.
First of all, where do you meet girls nowadays? Like, if you want to take someone out on a date, like, where do you even meet them?
The gym.
The
you
gym,
know, the
okay.
gym, or realistically speaking, I don't really go out much. And I just got out of a 5.5 year
Yeah.
relationship a few months ago.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I feel like it's just gonna the right person at the right time is just gonna come. It's just gonna appear. It could be
So
anywhere.
you're
It
not
could be
even.
at the-
So you're not even like looking around, or like you're not. Is she just waiting?
Obviously, there's it could happen anywhere, man. You go to a gas station, you see somebody you like, you're gonna talk to them.
Would you? Would you talk to them at the gas station?
If I see someone I like, I would. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I would. It
No,
could
that's
be
good.
anywhere.
But not every guy would do that. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah.
Not
So
every guy would. I'm just being totally honest.
Yeah.
Would have the guts to be like, oh, I like this girl. Let me just go talk to her at a gas station, or by the cashier or
You
something.
know why the reason for that is? I spoke about this in like one of
Yes.
the first podcasts.
Yes.
Is that today?
Yes.
Puya, your mic was off the whole time. You gotta keep
Was
that
it?
up.
Was it off or?
Could you hear him? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta keep it up. No, you need to leave the switch up. In one of our, probably it went down when he handed it to me. In the first podcast we talked about, nowadays it's weird for you to go and physically talk to a girl because of this guy's a weirdo.
Some girls do find it weird.
Back in the day, no,
Yeah.
I mean it's.
No, I agree with you, but I was just gonna say something different. What I was gonna say is, if that person finds that weird, I don't want that girl.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, nowadays, like, people have their own new rules, and that's creepy, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm from the 90s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't change
I
up
mean,
on
from
me.
my time,
Yeah.
it was actually weird to date people online. Like, if you found out two
Yeah.
people had met online, you'd be like, okay, they're
We
like
didn't even have
creeps.
it. We didn't even
Yeah.
have that.
So, like, as I
It
say,
even
like
wasn't a
that's
thing.
I think one of the main reasons why, and I wouldn't say one of the main reasons. I mean, the newer generation are just used to swiping left and right, and that's it. That's how they skip that whole initial part of having balls to go up to someone and
Yeah.
speak and
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, right?
What about you guys?
It's usually at the gym, and then I play this stupid game called Mafia.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of girls that play that game.
Okay,
so
okay.
That's somewhere, and mostly Instagram though.
Okay,
So,
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is very easy. You guys just DM the girls and just talk to them if you want. And I see him like
Are you-
he's
are you-
next to me, always talking. Like the Snapchat, I think it's the new thing that you talk to
talk to.
girls. Yeah.
But would you be comfortable going up to someone random that you think is interesting?
To be honest, in my 20s I wasn't, but nowadays, yeah,
You're more you're way
I'm-
more comfortable
I don't-
now.
Yeah, I have more confidence, like because I don't know, because of what's happened during like my lifetime.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I have more confidence now. If I like someone, I just go up and
You
talk
just go
to
up
them.
to them.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. What about you?
What was the question?
So he always starts with that.
Snapchat maybe, yeah, Instagram. Online is better for me at least. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But what about have you tried like just going up to a random
Yeah,
person?
yeah, I don't care.
You're comfortable. You're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And has it worked for you? How or they found it creepy or
50-50.
50-50? Some people find it creepy.
Oh yeah, it works. It definitely works.
Okay, it worked. Okay, so it works.
Should we do a little scenario and see what is? Let's do a little scenario.
Oh no.
What do you?
No,
what
it
do you?
doesn't work.
Like what
I
would he
would
say?
see like how
What
we'd
would-
start the
yeah,
conversation.
actually, that's a good question.
Yeah, just a
how would
generic,
you
how would you start the
start it?
conversation?
There was one time that we were at the McDonald's drive-through,
Yeah.
and the girl that was at the drive-through was hot. So, but she was I could see that she's not my age.
Yeah,
She's a young kid, and I told him go just get her number, and
Yeah.
we drove back again, and he got her number.
Just randomly.
Yeah, he
And
asked
it
for his
worked.
number, and she gave it to
Nice.
him. She was hot.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
She was
that's cool.
really hot.
So I
But
guess-
at the end, like we found out that she was one of his friends.
Oh, okay.
Friends, so
Oh,
he
okay.
stopped talking to her.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But she was young. Like, how old?
my
Yeah,
age.
your age. Okay, okay. So it's still there. It doesn't mean like it's not dead then.
So
I think
onto the,
it depends on the girl. If the girl likes you, it's not gonna be creepy.
Yeah.
If she doesn't,
Yeah.
she might say
You
it's
could
creepy.
you could be the best
Yeah,
guy in the
yeah.
world.
It
but
Yeah.
depends on your nerves as well, though. When you go up to speak to the girl, like normally right now we're chilled, so everything looks okay. But then
Yeah.
when you go to the girl and you're like,
yeah, that's
hey,
the,
or then like, oh, okay, this
You're
guy's
right.
weird.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
nerves play a big part, you know.
yeah,
Like
you gotta be chill. You gotta be confident.
I remember, like when I was 16, there was this girl in our high school, and it took me ages. I was like, I'm gonna ask her, and like I never read the signs, like because I was an idiot. Like she wasn't interested. But then on one.
She was not.
No, was not. Like now I could see clearly because I'd always say stuff to her. And like, you know when the signs are just clear as day, like just fuck off and leave me. I did like every day, like, okay, today I'm going to do it. And then every time I'd come like in the dinner queue and I'd just be like, I'd walk away. Like, and then one day I just went up to her and I'm like, hi, I'm Abbas. And she's like, I know. And I'm like, have a good day. So I never ended up asking. You know, like every time I went there, I was thinking like my armpits were sweating.
Yeah.
My face was like.
No, I get what you're saying.
So,
High school days.
Puya, you in the dating life, tell us how you're doing it.
It's for me, it's a mix of going into social events like parties don't happen too often
Yeah.
these days.
You're old now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing that.
I think it depends on how many friends you have. As well.
Yeah. He has like one from
So
me.
it's
probably.
a combination of that, or getting introduced from other friends.
yeah,
if
yeah.
my friends know this girl.
Yeah.
I get introduced, or it's an online thing.
Mhm.
That's the
What do you think of the online thing?
What do I think of the
Yeah,
online
yeah.
thing?
What's your feedback?
It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you get to meet people, but
Yeah.
for me, it has never gone anywhere. It's usually been like a month or two.
and it just dies out.
Yeah, it just dies out.
I would like to sum up the dating world though. I can probably sum it up in 2 words. Fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's become weird.
I mean, like beyond weird. Like
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
I've seen shit that I would like. I think you'd probably see it in a comedy and you wouldn't. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, there's still something fun about the whole dating part. Like,
Yeah.
you know, for me, like I look at everything like prospectively. Like if I'm in a position to be dating, I'm gonna make it fun. You know, even for myself.
Yeah.
You know, like, but yes, I definitely understand what you see. Like the things that I've seen, you know, it does get crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, like you can make that part of life really fun again. And if like at the end of the day, the reason why I don't get nervous when I talk to a girl is just because like what's the worst that can happen? Like I've been through worse. You know what I mean? If she says no, like okay, no problem. Move on to the next one. And then the right one, you know, we'll say yes, and then it butterflies and everything from there. So.
Yeah, yeah. What do you guys think of the standards? I feel like even the standards have changed. They want the guys to have 6 packs, 6'7", rich.
The 1%.
But they don't want them to
Zero
work.
under 1%.
But they don't want
sorry.
them to work because they want them to hang out with them and go out and travel. I don't know where the money's going to come from, and have pizza, but still maintain the 6-pack. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's become that way.
And they
Whose
always-
fault do you think that is?
And social media.
No,
for sure.
I think
Yeah,
it's the guys' fault.
everything's
I
on
blame the
social
guys.
media.
I blame all the guys
Why?
because it's the guys that are allowing this to happen.
But how though?
They're-
No, I think it's the
I blame
social
the guys.
media.
I don't think it's
that-
social media.
No, but you know,
How
they
is it
they
the
see all
guy's
these
fault?
like clips
all the
of
guy's fault.
successful.
What do you mean
How?
it's the guy's fault?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, let's hear this.
I get what he's saying in
It's
advance.
the guys that are allowing this to become a normal standard because there are certain guys out there that are like, oh shit, I better get the 6-packs and become super rich and then go please these girls because that's what they think should be the right thing. And then when they allow this to happen, then it becomes the norm for that to be their standard. So now for a normal guy that doesn't want to do this and wants to live a normal life, which is go to work, come home, take a break,
He would
So
date
if
a
try to
normal
save
girl.
some
If
money,
the guy-
have goals, have a future, spend time with his friends, have a normal life. All of a sudden, that's not good enough anymore because
So if
No,
it-
but
you're not
I
spending all
think-
your
I
money on
think
the girl
though,
to go on these vacations. and-
What you're mentioning though, if the girl's a good-looking girl and she's got a good body, I'd agree. But if it's an elephant sat there saying that she wants someone with a 6-pack, then no.
But but realistically, every girl nowadays thinks this way.
Keon's
And
pointing the finger.
and in my opinion,
No,
again,
the thing is, you can't say it's not social media, and you also can't say it's not the guy's fault. It's both. It's a mixture of both.
I blame the guys for
but
sure.
It's the guys and social media because it's also those guys that will. And here's the thing: like on social media, there's a guy will post, you know, that he's got a lot of money and he's got this, he's got that, but when you go behind the scenes,
He's got
his
nothing.
dad is like, "Here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wired you another $100,000." You know what I mean?
Or
So-
like the fact that
Yeah.
your dad's paying for your date
yeah.
or your girlfriend's Valentine gift, that
There-
blows my mind.
There's a
You-
lot
you
of
know?
a lot of girls have lost the fact that where is that money coming from? Like, is it mom and dad's money, or is
They
it
don't
is
care.
this a hardworking guy that's doing this and this and this for me? So it's like,
But the guy still doing it. You don't blame the guy that
but where do they see it?
that is allowing the girl to
Wait,
put him in
here's the
that
thing. Let me-
How
situation.
is it
Let
the
me-
guy's fault that if he wants to make a lot of money and if he wants to be in a good shape? Like, how is it a
That's-
bad thing?
and that's okay. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is for the people who are not there, and now that's not good enough
Okay,
anymore.
but
That's
that's-
not the norm.
that's-
Now the norm is you gotta have 6-pack, you gotta be 6'4", you gotta be rich.
Okay, exactly.
You gotta go on all
You
these
talked about the norm.
vacations.
You talked about the norm. So the norm thing is exactly the fault of the social.
No, but
social media.
I would be very.
because now everybody like from the guy's standpoint of
Yeah.
view, right?
But it's the guys falling for it. Why are
No,
you
no,
falling
but
for it
question,
as a guy?
but
Why are you
question.
blaming social
It's
media?
a social
You
media
have your
because
own
it's,
brain.
it's a both way.
If the
kind of
girl is
thing.
Is it-
putting you in that position, be like, buddy, I don't want this. I don't want to
Is
date
it
you.
bad
if
though?
that's,
Is
if
it
you want
bad?
you want me for me or you want me for my 6-packs and my
No,
money.
But is
the
it-
question
is it-
is that where did this norm come from, right? That's a question.
Because the girls the girls introduced this concept,
Just, but let me-
and the guys that are
It's
dying
n-
to get girls,
It's not the
are
girls that
saying, okay, well, I
introduce
guess
this
I gotta
concept.
do this to
It
get
goes
girls.
both ways. Like girls want somebody
No,
who's that's 6'4" feet tall, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Makes
yeah.
a lot of money, whatever.
Sure.
Right? On the other side, what do we want? We want a girl, triple
That's
D,
hot.
you know, we don't
No, no,
want
but let me ask this question
I'll answer
another
your
way.
question. Yeah.
Is it bad though that all the guys should be physically fit and rich?
No, no, no,
So
no.
the
No.
other question is though.
But it's bad that that's the
girl-
reason you're
but-
getting with that
but
girl,
in
because
another
once you
way-
lose that,
No, but in another
what?
way, but if you lose that, it means you're becoming unhealthy.
no,
and you're becoming
no,
poor.
it doesn't mean you're becoming unhealthy. Maybe you break down. Maybe mentally you get destroyed. Maybe you lose your business.
But maybe unfortunately we're in a
maybe
society.
maybe you get into an accident and you can't work
I
out
know, but-
anymore.
but
What, the
you're-
girl's gonna
maybe-
leave you just because you're not fit or you're not rich
You're
anymore?
in a society
that's
where.
different.
But
Maybe you're in a
that's what
so-
I'm trying to get at. They don't want
No.
you for you anymore.
But Bibin, again, this
That's what
comes
I
down.
feel.
It's a change that you go through in life, and then if somebody wants you just for whatever you lost, is like shouldn't be
No,
something
but
that
Bibin,
starts.
You get what I'm trying to get at.
problem, No, I get where you're getting at, but don't forget again that if you on the male side, males are always trying to be dominant. So, if a guy comes next to me and a girl likes the way both of us look, but I have a six pack and I'm more successful, the girl's gonna choose me, not the guy stood next to me. So you're not only competing against the women, you're competing against guys as well. On the other hand, once that guy gets the six pack and becomes more rich, his options then open up because that girl is fucking herself over. Because then the guy's gonna see, oh, not only Jennifer wants me, so and so wants me, this wants me. So the girls start losing out and the guy's options start becoming more. So I don't think it's only guys doing this for girls. For me, if I'm doing it because I want to be the dominant version of a male. You get what I mean? It's not only about getting
tough,
the woman.
tough to believe, man.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
think
that. Tough to believe.
If the guy's just doing that, the six packs and everything that it does for just the girls, I
That's
don't
dumb.
think it's not gonna get girls. I think that's like with that mindset, you're not gonna get girls. But if you're doing it for yourself, as Abbas said, the options are gonna come to you. You become available for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on your mindset. So that's happened to me, to be honest with you. So once I changed my mindset, everything around me changed. So it goes for everything, but the girls too. Like when I'm not trying, I'm doing everything for myself. I see that girls are getting attracted to me when I'm not trying to get the girls and do certain things to get
impress
the girls.
them.
Yeah, to impress them. So that's just, I think that's how life is. So if you're doing something for yourself,
And I'm
everything's
totally
gonna
cool
be-
with that.
yeah.
If you want to work out for yourself, if you want to make money for yourself, if you're doing it for yourself, it's a whole different story, right? But if you're doing it so you can impress other people, so that you can go on dates and get married to that girl that's impressed with the things and not you, I think it's a total failure. Like these relationships are going to be a disaster 10, 20 years down the line.
I think if you look in the whole history of humanity, we've always been competing from the beginning. In the beginning, it was survival of the fittest. If you were stronger, you'd survive.
Yeah.
Right now, the world's the same way. It's just the pen and feather and all that
But it's
bullshit.
more material nowadays.
I'd agree with the materialistic side of it, but
Obviously,
again,
I was exaggerating, but the point was I was talking about material.
yeah.
The person wants you for you, or does the person want you for what comes with you?
I think at the the way the world is, girls always date up. If you get a girl that dates, for example, Puya, she will never, after Puya, date a guy that's standards are lower than Puya.
I understand.
She
yeah.
always dates up.
For sure. Yeah,
Guys,
guys are the
for
same
us,
too.
no. Well, you,
No, I think guys are similar
you could
too.
fall in love with a girl that works in McDonald's.
No. Yeah. Again,
But a girl would not fall for a guy that works in McDonald's. If she's dated,
don't agree.
If she's,
No,
if
I don't
she's
agree.
dated someone
I
that's
don't
a
agree.
CEO of a company, she
no,
will
I've
never
seen
go
girls.
down.
No, I don't agree. I've seen girls date rich guys and
I
then go.
don't agree with
I
that.
agree with, yeah,
I
agree
don't
with-
agree, no.
Here's the thing. I agree with Abbas.
Depends on who the girl is, too.
Here's the thing. If the girl is downgrading, that means she's settling like for less, and girls don't
But
like
why
to
is
do
it
that. It
downgrading?
happens.
Why are you saying
No, I'm not
downgrade?
talking about just in terms of where the
Yeah,
person
yeah.
works or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as an overall stature, like
Yes.
a girl will hate to downgrade, but sometimes will be left with no choice but to downgrade.
But what's considered downgrade?
It could be anything. Like you're a girl
I
is
d-
dating a let's just say she's with a CEO of a company that's
Sure.
great looking,
Yeah.
tall, this, that, whatever
Yeah.
we want to say the girls want.
Yeah.
And then when she gets the next guy who's 5 feet tall and has a $40,000 degree or $40,000 salary, obviously that's downgrading in the sense that, like, bottom line, it comes to the type of life that they're going to live. Can the
What
CEO
if
live
that
a
guy
better life?
treats her better?
Treats her better, yeah,
be the
but
best guy
to
ever.
what extent? Like, how can you treat her better if your hands are tied? Like, at the end of the day, bills got to be paid. You know, you
Yeah,
these things
let's
have
just
to
say we
happen.
both pay the bills. I live maybe in a smaller house.
Well, let's just say you live in a smaller house, but if you're not making the substantial amount of money that you need to survive here today, no matter how you want to play it,
Yeah.
you're going to run into troubles, and that trouble stems from money. You know, because money is, if lack of money is going to cause stress, lack of money is going to cause anxiety,
Yeah.
and that obviously, it's a trickle effect.
And
It's
What I
women,
want-
women always compare.
But
Women
I'll
always
tell you
compare.
something. I want to be with a girl who is down to stress and struggle with me.
Of course, but
Because I
of
want to
course.
build.
No, don't
because-
get that mistaken.
Because that's what is going to build that mindset for me that this girl's been with me when I was doing shit.
100%.
Not when I was doing amazing.
100%.
Like you're not doing anything great by going with a guy that has everything and he's
Oh,
ready
no,
to go.
Vali,
No, no,
Vali,
no.
Bibin,
Like, what's-
if you're with a girl that's been with you from the beginning and you've got to a stage where you've been successful,
That's a different story.
She's
Yeah.
picked someone that's an achiever.
That's a different story. Yeah,
But
yeah.
she ain't
That's a
gonna
different
go
story.
back to
Well,
somebody
that's your
that's just
personality.
working in McDonald's and is happy with working in McDonald's forever. That girl ain't
Sure.
gonna stay with that guy. If that girl's come and become like friends with you or married you or whatever, and
Yeah.
you're somebody that's constantly achieving,
Yeah.
she's already seen that in your characteristics with the way that you've approached the relationship and been, the way that you talk. Because the people that always achieve more have a very different mindset than a person that's happy with what they got.
So you're picking the personality. That's a
Hey,
and I'm
hey,
cool
what-
with that.
yeah.
And and that's fine. Picking the personality is totally fine. But picking someone that's ready without knowing their personality.
No, no,
and-
absolutely. Listen, personality will play into everything, but at the end of the day, the financial part is very important because it's the life that we live
And
today.
I'd say it's in the last 15 years that this has changed because back in the day, the term money doesn't bring happiness used to exist. It does not exist right now.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather
That's
cry in a
completely
Lamborghini.
changed.
So
Yeah.
Would you rather cry in a Lamborghini?
Of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
Why
Yeah, I
wouldn't
don't give a shit about Lamborghini.
no, for
you?
like
No, it's an example.
Yeah, I know. And I'm using the same example. I don't really care that much.
look. Here's the thing: money
because
doesn't bring
because
happiness.
I'm never gonna be. My mind isn't gonna be ever connected to material that way. So at the end of the day, I
Look-
could be sitting. He knows me, right?
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
be sitting. I have a good car, right?
Same
but
here,
it,
man.
but
Like,
it doesn't
But
make
it
me
does
happy.
bring you peace.
No,
It doesn't
but-
make me
but
happy.
here's
My
the thing,
car doesn't make me happy,
exactly.
even though I have a good car.
No, I
Or
agree.
I have even if I'm living a comfortable life, in terms of material, that's not making me happy. You know what makes me
100%
happy?
agree.
Spending time with my boys.
Peace, man.
Going
peace
home,
of
my
mind
wife
and
is
stuff like that.
smiling. We're having some jokes. We're
course.
watching a movie. We're gonna cook something together. That's what makes me happy.
But the
Mo,
money's
I
gotta be
guarantee
coming
you,
in.
So,
Mo, I guarantee you, if you weren't in a position to be comfortable with your finances, I mean, I don't know what your
I'm
finances
not.
look like.
I'm
but-
not the richest
no,
guy in the
no,
world.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying that. But if you weren't in a position to be comfortable enough to enjoy these moments with your boys, then you wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be in the position that you are in.
And I
guarantee
agree,
that.
and I agree 100%. But again, do I really need to be super rich to find the girl of my life? Not
no,
really.
no,
I don't
absolutely
think
not.
so.
No, absolutely not. But the whole point is
So
like money matters. You know what I mean? Like money matters.
Of course, money
because-
matters. You gotta pay the bills, and you gotta eat. And,
you gotta
and,
pay the bills.
Of
and
course.
it also comes down to.
But
to-
you don't need to be super rich.
You don't have to be super
No,
rich.
no, Bibin,
You
but
get what I'm saying?
don't get the wrong message though. So for example, your wife right now, guaranteed you're above everything else that she's ever dated in her life. She hasn't downgraded on you. She's upgraded to you.
I don't think anybody has ever downgraded when they get married to somebody, right?
Yeah,
Because
no,
in their head,
but no, but
in
women-
their head, you're the
that's
best
women,
person.
Man, a lot of
No,
people
no,
I know
but
have
women,
settled.
because
Yes,
you could
yes,
be
but
dating.
let me tell you something. In my head, for example, if I'm dating Abbas is the best out there. Maybe or not. Maybe more from the outside it's
But
gonna
this
look
is a
like.
guy's brain.
No, I'm just saying maybe it's
It's
a
a
guy's
guy's
brain. I don't
brain.
know. I don't know how the girls you're gonna find out next
Because
week.
you
But what
could
I'm
date
saying
a
is,
CEO of like a company, a woman, but then you could go date a girl that works as a cashier in McDonald's. For us, it doesn't make a difference.
100%. Because at the end of the day, for me, is the girl going to be positive? Is she going to
But
laugh and
that's what I
smile,
said.
or is she going to nag and
This is-
complain
this
all
is
the
what I
time?
said,
Whatever.
though. I'm saying
Like,
guys
you know what I
don't
mean?
mind
She could be
downgrading.
the hottest girl in the world. But am I going to frame her? No. I want to talk to her. I want to have a good time with her. I want to joke around. I want to have fun. I want to do things. I want someone that's positive, that's going to wake up with good energy. So what if you're the hottest girl in the world? Okay, what? Do you think I upgraded just because you're the hottest girl in the world? No, not
No,
really.
you're right.
I
Yeah.
downgraded
No,
because your
but
personality
guys,
shit.
but this
You
is
know?
what I'm saying. For guys, it doesn't matter, but for women, it does. That was my
Maybe,
statement.
maybe.
Let's go. Are you down to go
Yeah,
on another
let's,
question?
yeah, let's
Yeah,
move
let's
on.
do it.
Okay.
We got deep. We got deep.
How
into
many
this one.
dates do you have to be on with the girl before she puts out? Puya, we'll start with you. When would you be expecting it?
Uh, whenever things feel right.
Okay.
Like it's not like we're gonna feel right on the third date or fourth date or whatever. Like I can't you can't give a number like that. But usually for me it has happened on the third or fourth date.
Okay. Well,
Just with everything else, just my philosophy is like, whenever the time is right, it could be the first, it could be the fifth, it doesn't matter. As long as the connection is there, like, you never know, man. You go dancing one night and everything goes well, and then, you go home and there you go. So it
your
could-
leg rubs
yeah.
against your leg.
There you
and-
go.
and-
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
What's your answer? I'm curious.
So, I usually try on the first date, to be honest.
Me too.
Same.
But the next question is, if she puts out on the first date, will you judge?
Again, depends.
I would. No, I wouldn't judge.
I would.
What if it was really easy?
Hmm?
What if it was really easy?
Well,
Literally, it was like
Then-
food, and she's like, okay, voila.
Kamita.
Would that not worry you?
Maybe because of
depends.
stand-up
If I really like her, it would turn me off. But if it's just a thing that I don't really care, then no.
Oh, what if you're that much of a good guy? What if that you're that much of a perfect guy? Yeah.
best date ever.
That's the thing. Like that's what I mean. Like it shouldn't matter if it's the first or the fifth.
Yeah.
Like the connection could be there.
It's how it happens.
Yeah, I just feel like what if that was like
Actually,
the
we
best
should
date ever?
maybe we should cut
You
this
were
bit
in-
out of the podcast because I'll be ruining a lot of first dates for everyone.
yeah.
No, go good on the first date.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Do it on the first date.
What's your answer?
What was the question?
When would you be expected?
Yeah, first date.
And then you're gonna date her? It was
No, I wouldn't dare.
No, it bothers you.
But yet your expectation is on the first date.
You wouldn't date
Yeah,
her.
you're contradicting yourself.
Yeah.
No, man. See, here's the thing. Bottom line is, I'm not the type of guy to play games. If it's the right moment, if it's the right time, and she holds out just because she wants to,
Yeah.
I don't want him to think that. I'm gonna be like, come on, like if
Yeah.
you're gonna do this, like
Yeah.
I'm not here for the games. You know what I mean? So it's like it's either you're in or out. If the time is right,
I like
it's
the
right.
games.
Yeah.
The game, yeah. Some
I
people
don't.
enjoy playing the games.
I like playing the games in the context of like making things fun. Like I'm not gonna play the games I'm gonna text back an hour later or 2 hours later. I'm gonna act like I'm doing this. I don't like that shit at all. Just, I'm gonna make it fun though. I'm gonna play games in good ways. You know what I mean? Like
In bed.
in bed too, man. In bed, outside of bed, wherever. The games have to be played, but just not in the sense like I'm gonna make her jealous with this. So.
What do you feel about girls pretending that they were busy for 2 hours and then they
I
text
fucking
you?
hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. I honestly, if I see that, if I sense that,
Yeah,
I'm done texting.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
one that hates games.
Yeah.
I'm a very straightforward guy.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that's been with me knows this shit. I just say it how it is from the beginning. I used to not get many girls when I was younger because
Yeah.
I literally tell the girl this is going to be a one-night stand. Straight out. And if they accepted, it was no clause on my behalf.
Yeah,
But obviously, you get a lot of rejections saying that. So.
fair enough.
And a lot of not rejections.
And,
A lot of not
Actually,
rejections.
saying that though, I did get a few that thought they could change me, even though they didn't know me. Like, I still don't get that about some women that they think they can change the guy. That's a bit dumb.
7:59. I think
Yeah.
we're almost done on time. Can I ask one last question?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Where do you take the girl on your first date? What does that first date look like for you?
If I don't know this chick at all, like I have no clue how it's gonna go, I rather take her somewhere that we can have a conversation. But if it's someone that I have some past experience with her, I know her, I give it a high chance of things might go in the right direction.
Uber
I-
Eats.
Yeah,
Chill.
we'll go out, to a nice restaurant or something,
Fair.
Yeah, for me, it's more, again, with everything else that I've said, it's just limitless, man. It depends on the girl and like, again, making it fun. I'm gonna look and see like, what's gonna make this spark. You know what I mean?
What's like Give me an example.
It could be anywhere, man. Like it could be a nice restaurant. It could be, you know, hiking in a crazy place. It could be leaving the country. Like it could be anything, man. Just like, again, I just believe that like, depending on who that person is, you would go according to that to make it fun. I like to do things outside of the ordinary, so to make that like, you know, the you know. So, yeah.
Home, maybe. No, it depends. It depends. As you said, it depends. But maybe home. Yeah. Usually home.
Usually home.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I'd rather to do something like kind of activity. So
Yeah.
I think that's like
What kind of activity?
anything.
Physical.
Like, yeah,
we
like,
need to
I don't know.
put a harness on Amir next session. Control him a bit.
Yeah, any sort of like
I'm
if
just
she's into
destroying his
I'm worried
reputation
for
right
you
now.
that you're sat next to him.
I'm just like, I gotta give my number to this guy. I'm having these senses.
You know, I don't like sitting around just talking. I think that's boring.
Okay.
At least to me.
So you
I'm
wouldn't
not-
do restaurant for your first
Yeah,
date?
I think it's like I'm not very like talking kind of guy. So
Okay.
I might like run out of ideas to talk about if she's not either. So that would be a like awkward and boring date.
Okay, okay.
So I'd rather do something that has activity in it.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
What's like an? I'm just curious. What kind of
Like,
activity?
I don't know. On top of my head, like probably go to Sky Zone.
Okay.
Have you been there? Like,
Yeah.
play some on
Yeah, yeah.
trampoline and
Sure,
stuff?
sure, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's kind of fun.
On first date?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, a quick question before we finish off. Think about it. 1 or 2 or 3 red flags that you'd consider on the first date.
Mm.
If you've got ideas, let us know. This is just information for the ladies if they want to know what guys consider red
I've got like
flags.
1,000 red flags.
Yeah.
So go on.
One of them it would be having baggages from the past.
Mm. Yeah.
So the things they talk about.
That's a nice one.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that's a nice
that's a
one.
very,
Yeah.
very good one. Yeah, I like that one.
And
You want to go more?
If you can't think of any, just pass
Yeah.
it on and then we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
I would say
yeah,
lack
another
of
one, another one I was gonna say is if a girl has like more guy friends than girlfriends,
Mm.
that's kind of a red flag for me too.
Yeah,
as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. But just like my personal red flags that I don't really like. If they're too out there on social media, like
What's
you know,
too out there?
So okay, so put it this way: if she's a girl where she's so like she's a freak on social media, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
again, you're
Like
if I'm gonna date someone,
like
I want
posting stuff in bikinis and like what's if I don't know what's
yeah,
a
it,
freak.
it could just be anything like provocative stuff. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Like girls,
you
they
don't
know
like
how to get.
provocative
Yeah,
pictures
they-
of your girls posted on her page.
Yeah, like they don't. If a girl is actively trying to get men attention,
Okay, okay.
she's not gonna have my attention.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
That was my point.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Kind of,
yeah.
Another thing I hate, and you can't control it,
Yeah.
and everybody does it, is when they take pictures of the food.
That's a red flag?
I just want no. I can't consider a red
Well, that's-
flag. I just want to eat, but like everybody does it. Like, oh, don't touch it. Wait. You know, like just let me eat the fucking.
But is that a red flag for you?
No, as I say, I can't consider a red
So
flag.
what's a red
because
flag?
Everybody does it.
But what's a red flag?
I don't know. I'm a very, very chilled out guy, but I can tell you one of my first dates I went on
Yeah.
after the divorce. Oh my God. So I grabbed the menu. She grabbed the menu off me, and she's like, "Before you order, let me tell you my what was the word she used? The things that she required in the relationship." So I was sat there, and there's like police sirens going off in my head, like woo. And then she just went down this list, and like she named a lot of the stuff that I was supposed to do as a guy in the relationship. So she said she could be masculine when required. She could look after herself, blah, 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 blah. And then after she gave me like this massive list, then she turned around and said, but I also expect you to pay. I expect you to bring me here and take me there and wherever. And at this point, like I was full. I couldn't eat, and I hadn't ordered yet. So the garçon guy came over and he's like, what can I bring you? I'm like, I'll have a glass of water, please. And she looked at me and I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'll pay for your food. You order yourself. So that date finished very quick. But like for me, all of that was a red flag.
I would say like lack of confidence. If I see she's not confident in herself, that would be a
Shy or confidence?
no confidence. She could be shy, but she could have a confidence. But I don't know. It's happened to me a couple of times that I could see that she's not confident in herself. And the other thing that I was gonna say was, if she cares about what people think, that's a really big red flag for me. Like, she tries to look good in front of everyone. I think like that really matters to her. It's a red flag for me.
Is it my first time meeting her?
Yeah.
Bad breath.
Oh, that's.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's
And
not
back
good.
teeth. Yeah.
So teeth and breath.
Yeah. What else? I don't know.
What if she drinks a lot whilst you're on the first date?
Don't care.
Alcohol?
Yeah, like she has a lot.
Water.
It does about
Like, does she get sick?
Not sick, but like she gets drunk and it's her first time out with you.
Is this the
That's
type
probably
of
gonna end up
I know what he'd do. He'd take her straight home. Like,
Yeah.
Get out of here. No, but you wouldn't find that weird that she was willing to lose control in front of you on the first date?
Find that hot.
Is she gonna lose control?
Well, she's
That,
drunk.
that depends on.
No, I mean
how-
she
on
gets
how it
drunk
goes.
on the first date.
I mean, it depends on you. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how she behaves when she gets drunk like that.
You cool? You cool with it? It doesn't.
I love you.
I think more. Yeah, you cool? You cool with that?
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
bother
can be
you?
a red flag.
She's
yeah.
gonna go voila.
Again, there's a level to it. Like,
Okay,
if she gets like, if she,
Get the mic. Give.
if she gets too sloppy and stuff like that,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
it's not okay. But
No?
but if she
But,
drinks
but
with
the
you,
date went fantastic.
if
Like,
that's
you
the
had an
thing, if
amazing
the
date.
date goes fantastic,
It just,
like
she just
you
got
drink
so
too.
like lost in conversation that she lost count and she was
That's
just.
okay.
You're
That's
gonna let it
okay.
go? You cool
yeah,
with that?
of course,
Okay.
because that's the
Like
connection that
sloppy,
we
like
had.
she threw up and everything. I did like.
Again, depending on the situation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
here's the thing: if she just drinks because she just wants to drink and go throw up,
Yeah.
obviously I'm gonna be like, yeah, me and you.
What if
can
she
go.
flashes you while she's drunk?
Then I'm not gonna have a relationship. I'm gonna call.
So
Andy
then-
and be like, "Hey,
I got a girl for you. Yeah.
Okay, another question. So first date,
So
second
many
date, or
wrap-up
the
questions.
first date,
Yeah,
second date, or the third date she's put out, and
Yeah.
she knows what she's doing,
Yeah.
like a pro.
Yeah.
Would that put you off?
Why is that bad?
I mean, like
knows what she's doing?
she's had a lot of practice.
I don't think that's
it's not.
the
It's
thing.
not always just practice.
Yeah.
It could just be like
Natural.
one boyfriend she's had that has
Natural.
taught
Some
her.
I would say some people
I
have
don't
it
know.
naturally.
There's some stuff that some girls can do that you know that she's had to do that a lot until she could
Okay,
get.
you know why I disagree? Because it could be a boyfriend that it could be one boyfriend,
Yeah.
and this guy knows the ins and outs and
Yeah.
has taught her, and then he just blessed the next guy.
Wow, that was a very nice. I love that explanation.
Yeah,
That was a good. That was a solid explanation. Yeah.
I agree.
He was fighting inside not to
I
agree,
mean-
but that was a solid answer.
There's gonna be a couple of
Boys,
guys
where's the
out
camera?
there that
Yeah.
are gonna be
You're welcome.
praying and saying thank you to me.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those stuff that so and so and so and so and so and so is doing is not by
Yeah.
accident.
I know. I really wanted to do like some friendship questions.
I mean,
like,
I know there's
for
people
boys,
in
but-
England that go and see Jesus because of me on Sundays.
Cut that.
Yeah, you gotta cut that out.
But send that to us.
Thank God we don't know anybody there. Yeah.
Okay, praise the Lord.
Should we?
Didn't do any friendship questions.
Yeah, I really wanted to, but I feel like it went on for so long.
I think we could do a separate one on friendship
Yeah, I
because
think
the
so.
relationship.
But
one's
friendship,
so
like boys,
detailed.
like what's the rule with the boys and what's right and what's not.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to.
Bromance, bro
Yeah,
code.
yeah. I think we gotta talk about bro code and stuff like that.
Yeah,
What's? What? Sorry, what was that?
it's saying.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, with friendship.
Boys and girls.
Fun.
boys
Yeah,
and
boys
girls,
and
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So next week the ladies are gonna do what we did. I
Yeah,
doubt
yeah.
they're gonna ask the same questions.
Yeah, and we
that
could do
did.
like a boys one. We can do like a
Maybe you
boys.
should ask them if size matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was a.
Soren is gonna be guiding that one.
Icebreaker. That was his icebreaker.
I'm sorry. Do you wanna?
Hold on, let me ask that question. I don't know if this is gonna go on camera.
They all know it. I
They
think.
all know that
Yeah, I
question?
asked every single one of them.
What were the answers? Was it impressive?
He answered well. He answered like me.
Yeah, you can't ask
These
that.
two answered it well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's answered it.
Did he? Okay.
In a room full of 100.
Oh yeah, because I knew that.
And he also answered it like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Impressive.
obviously cut that part out. اینجا رو چیکار کنیم الان؟ How do we wrap up؟ چجوری بکنیم الان این؟ Just
No, so
just
hey.
say bye. Yeah. You're right. Just فقط کاتش کن دیگه. Bye. Just say
Bye.
bye.
No, what, just bye.
What do you want to say?
I'm gonna miss you.
We're gonna miss you.
No, I appreciate you
See
guys
you next
coming
week,
on.
girls
and
section.
in 2 weeks' time, we're gonna do a mix with girls, and I think that's gonna be hectic.
2 weeks time?
Yeah.
Or
next week, the ladies are doing what we're doing. The third week, we're gonna do guys
Oh,
and
okay,
girls
okay.
mixed.
I think we should do one.
I think
the
we
one
should
that he
have
said, like
this
a bro
guy
code.
chained up whilst we're doing
Yeah.
it.
Our
though.
Instagram's right here.